that church. I haven't been there in a while, and I want to go visit, because every time I go there, I have a great time.
Amen.
Amen.
Now, if there's not one church you can think of like that, well, either the churches are all wrong, or you're wrong. Paul says, if Satan wouldn't keep hindering me, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Because I tell you, there's churches, they know my name. I walk in the door, you know what they say? How you doing, Brother Libby? I'm going, these people, I tell you, they appreciate me.
Amen.
And I appreciate them.
Amen.
But if you don't have one church like that at all, and all you have is a negative list, nope, hate this church, nope, hate this church, nope, hate this church, nope, hate this church. Maybe it's not the churches that are wrong, maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one that needs to get right.
Amen. Amen.
Hindered. Satan will use anything to hinder you from fellowshipping with other Christians.
Amen.
I tell you, I had a good talk yesterday, like I said. I had a couple good talks, a couple good friends. I enjoyed it. He told me, he said, you know, he was thinking about not being an evangelist anymore. He's going to make a pastor. I said, well, I said, if you quit going to meetings, I'll probably quit going to meetings, because most of the meetings are pretty dead. I said, I'll go if you go. I'll go to just fellowship with you. And I meant it. I wasn't going there. He said, well, who's going to preach to them dead preachers? I said, they're all dead. They don't really care. I'm not helping them. They're not going to get no help. I said, well, you know, if I don't mind going to be with you. Man, I tell you, when you get that kind of friend that you just don't care, where are we going? Don't matter, wherever. Now you have a joy. That's what Paul said about the Thessalonian church. He said, Philip, man, they made me, they put me to shame. I mean, they were talking bad about me. He said, but you guys, you're mature. You're mature. I tell you, I enjoy coming here on Sunday.
Amen.
I enjoy it.
Amen.
It'd be nice if we had a few more, but I tell you what, I enjoy being here.
Amen.
And I enjoy the gospel going out.
Amen.
The question is, what's keeping you? What is hindering you? What is Satan doing to your life? Is he messing with your mind? Is he messing with your heart or your soul? Gosh. I tell you, there were some friends, and I remember a preacher telling me, he said, when they had their split, he said, I wish I hadn't lost this family or this family or this family. He said, they were such a blessing. But Satan came in and destroyed that church. And it split. He said, but I still missed it. I tell you, there ought to be some folks that you honestly ought to care about.
Amen.
Yes.
And you ought to still want to pray for them.
Amen.
And still want to be a blessing. Father, help us